What up, fellow agents? PurePrime here. It's Tuesday again, and that means vendor reset day. And this week, guys, we can find one of the unique attributes. Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome back, guys. Today, vendor reset, of course. And I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I'm only gonna show you the pieces that are 50% higher than the cap, or that I think you should buy if you just started the game. Just like this backpack, the Fender's backpack with the 7.8% weapon damage on there, 8.8% critical hit damage, and 10.5% weapon handling. Weapon handling isn't that great, but the talent is good as well. Concussion. Headshots increase total weapon damage by 10% for 1.5 seconds, and 5 seconds with a marksman rifle. Headshot kills increase the total weapon damage by 15% for 10 seconds. So this is pretty nice if you're still looking for this, if you're new to the game, if the grind is still very real for you, pick this up, guys. But yeah, in the open world we can find way better. In my opinion, that's it for the White House, and the campus doesn't sell us anything good as well. Or again, of course, in my opinion. And then if we go to the theater isn't that great. But as you maybe saw, I had a lot of trouble finding the best talent for the rifle. Or yeah, of course, in my opinion, the best talent for the rifle. And that's Boomerang. And this week we can pick up the talent Boomerang from the campus, as you can see right here. It's not that great of a roll, but I'm doing it for the talent. Or yeah, not anymore of course, but if you're still looking for that Boomerang talent, pick it up and roll it in your library. And there we are, guys, for the only DZ in my opinion to travel to. And it isn't that great, but I had a lot of trouble finding this classic M1A. The best rifle in the game right now. We all know that rifle is meta at the moment. It isn't that great of a roll because I would love to have another talent on there. Or of course the rifle damage higher so I can roll myself another talent. But the 11% critical hit damage as the core attribute is pretty decent. And the attribute 6.5% health damage is decent as well. So if you're still looking for a classic M1A and had the same problems as me, just buy it at the DZ vendors, guys. And then again, for New York, it isn't that great as well. You don't have to travel to New York if you have the expansion to see what they are selling, because it's crap. Yeah. It's not worth traveling, guys. It's not worth traveling. Maybe one mod that is pretty decent, but then still you're spending around 4 or 5k, while we can easily find this in the open world. But hands down, the place to be this week is the clan vendor. And then of course the highest clan vendor, so the clan vendor from 27 till 30. And there are a few pieces to pick up. Yesterday I made a video, an in-depth look into the 2 pieces of gear that boosts your DPS up through the roof. And today we can buy one of those pieces. Look at this, guys, the 15% damage out of cover on the Fox Sprayer's Overlord Kneepads. Don't get me wrong, the roll isn't that great. But like we all know, these unique attributes have a very low drop chance. And this is a pretty nice start to begin with. It will set you back 5k, but in my opinion, go for it. Test it out, what the best thing is for you. If you want to go for some higher weapon damage, you're okay with the skill damage. Or go for some critical hit damage or critical hit chance over that skill damage. So in my opinion, buy a few, so you can test out what you think is best for your build or for other builds. And when you finally find the nice roll with the nice weapon damage on there, or already the critical hit damage, or whatever you like on there, you know what to roll on there. So buy a few of these to test it a little bit out, and of course throw them in your stash, because you never know when a maintenance is coming again and they're gone. You never know, guys, you never know. Then we got a very nice striker backpack with 12.8% weapon damage already on there and a 4.8% explosive resistance. It's a little under that 50%, it's a little underneath the cap, but this is a pretty nice roll. Especially when the base damage of 12.8% weapon damage. It's very nice. Just like these Negotiator's Dilemma gloves. These gloves are the best way to boost your critical hit chance, or gloves, this whole set. This is the best way to build yourself and a very nice and high crit chance build. It's easy to farm, it's easy to make, you can even craft it, and there are a lot of pieces in the vendors all the time. Just like this piece is a very nice pickup. This already has 10.2% critical hit damage on there and an 11% weapon damage. So you have a choice what to go for. If you want that 15% weapon damage on there, go for that. Or if you want a higher critical hit damage, or maybe change it to critical hit chance, go for this. But in my opinion, buy these gloves, guys. It's a very easy way to build your crit build. And for the rest, isn't that great for the weapons? Or yeah, in my opinion, isn't that great? We got an 8.9% explosive resistance for the Kneepads on Araldi. I'm not liking this Araldi brand set that much, but that's because I'm not rocking the marksman rifle that much, of course. But this explosive resistance is very nice and could be very helpful in the future, because don't forget, guys, the second raid is around the corner, and I think we need to protect ourselves against fire, one of those, and explosives. So this could be maybe a nice pickup if you don't have the explosive resistance and or the hazard protection yet. Then we got an 11% protection from elites mods, and that's a very nice one. The highest one that I found was 12%, so if you are rocking a defensive build, or if you have room on your build for blue mods, definitely pick these up. You never know when to need them in the future, and these are pretty nice, pretty high up there. Then 5.3% heal for your chem launcher, and that's a very nice one. I think last week there was 5.1, I think, 0.2% raise, very high. But yeah, I never found one higher, so I'm definitely picking one up. And then 4 stim charges for your hive, definitely pick that up. And then the 6.1% duration for your turret, it's pretty decent as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I hope this was quick and easy, and I showed you only the pieces that in my opinion are worth traveling for, or in my opinion worth spending your money for. But for today, guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button, and of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.